Hey guys, I'm Dane, and today I'm taking a closer look at the cool looking G36C Carbine. Slater Godfrey asked, will you do a G36C gun video review? I just recently picked it up and it's really fun and accurate, and what attachments do you run? Well Slater, this is indeed a very fun weapon to use and extremely cool if I do say so myself. I've always loved the G36C's design, as it just looked badass. I mean, come on, really, it looks badass. It looks tactical and futuristic as hell. And I do try to use this a lot when playing other games as well, because, well, it's badass. Taking a closer look at the stats from Synthic, you see that the rate of fire is at the low end with a 650 RPM and a muzzle velocity of 590 meters per second, which is the second highest muzzle velocity out of all of the carbines, only bested by the AK-5C with a 620 meter per second velocity. The damage model is the standard 24 damage up close, dropping off to 15.4 damage at 50 meters, as it is with, well, most of the carbines. The reload speed is decent, not the best, but not the worst either, for a low rate of fire weapon at least. It's got a 2.3 second short reload and a 2.85 second long reload, so it's not that big of a difference between the short and long reload compared to other weapons where the difference is by, well, almost a second. The magazine holds 30 bullets in the magazine, and if there's a bullet in the chamber, well, then that's, well, yeah, 31 bullets total. Great math there, Dane. Anyway, the recoil pattern is a place where the G36C shines as well, with a .115 left and right pull and a .3 vertical pull, and a low first shot multiplier at 1.85. The aiming down sight and the hip fire accuracy, and of course the moving and standing accuracy as well, is the standard model as well as the damage model when it compared to other carbines. But the G36C has got the highest spread decrease per second, sharing the first place with the Type 98B1 carbine at 14.7. The G36C shares the same spread increase per shot as the Type 95B at 0.084, the lowest out of all of the carbines. So as the stats states, this is a great weapon for precision at medium and long range. And it doesn't hurt to fully customize it with grips and or barrel attachments to fit your playstyle the most. Some will be using the heavy barrel to further increase the accuracy at range, where others might slap a muzzle brake on it to decrease the vertical recoil. And grips is of course down to preferences as well. This weapon caters to the medium and long range type of combat and playstyle, but it's versatile enough when it comes to the stats to be fully customized by whatever attachments you throw on there. Even though I might say that the compensator and the angle grip are kinda wasted on this weapon because these stats are already quite good. But to answer your question to what attachments I run with it, Slater, well, it's kinda weird when you think about the type of weapon this really is, but this setup worked for me. I run the G36C carbine with a silencer to stay hidden on the minimap and make the audible gunshots harder to hear and locate. I paired this with an ergo grip to improve my moving accuracy and make up for the hip fire accuracy reduction the silencer provides. As I've said many times, I tend to gun on the run. Stupid, I know, but it works for me. Somehow this enabled me to stay hidden and constantly keeping on the move, so I was never in the same place killing people. Now you might ask, why a suppressor on a long range type of weapon? Well, this is simply to help me in close quarter situations, so I'm able to perform well up close, be hidden and hard to find to get awesome flanks going, and minimizing the risk of me being spotted while hiding in the rubble or in a bush. This especially helps me if I run out of ammo and I need to reload. This way I'm able to go on a roll without getting caught off guard while reloading, really. And I'm able to jump in and out of combat as it pleases me. Of course, there's the reduced muzzle velocity, bringing the G36C's 590 meters per second velocity down to 330 meters per second. I know that it's weird to reduce one of the best things of this weapon to this extent, but I honestly gotta say I did way better with a suppressor than I did without. As said, I was able to be versatile and go way up close and compete with other higher rate of fire weapons, but only because they didn't hear me coming. Yup, pick up line of a ninja. You won't hear me coming. What? Anyway, it didn't take me long to get used to the reduced muzzle velocity, and I was still able to do great at range once I tuned into the muzzle velocity. And because I didn't take off the suppressor, I didn't have to readjust constantly. A lot of you will know what I mean by saying that having to readjust to different muzzle velocities is a pain in the ass. And that's why we kinda stick to the same weapons that we like, because we've gotten comfortable with how they work and perform. But basically I was able to get used to and get comfortable with the lower muzzle velocity, and therefore I was still able to perform well at distances. I gotta say I was surprised to find just how awesome the stats are for the G36C, more or less putting it in the top of the Carbine's list when it comes to low rate of fire weapons, only bested by the AK-5C in my opinion in performance. When it comes to close quarter weapons, a lot of other weapons, other Carbines at least, will shine brighter than the G36C. But at medium and long range, this is a great Carbine. And if customized as I've done, it will work well in close quarters too. Well, at least for me. I've said this many times, what works for me or what's best on paper or the stats doesn't determine if you are going to be doing well with it. It's all down to preferences when it comes to weapons. So yeah, what do you guys think of the G36C Carbine? Is it a great weapon, or do you like other weapons more, especially in the Carbine section? I'm confident when saying that a lot of you would probably use the AK-5C over this Carbine, as it's better. Well, it's a better all-around weapon. But still, let me know in the comments below what you think of the G36C and what attachments and playstyle you use for it, because I'm pretty sure they will be, well, really different to what I do with this weapon. But, I mean, it's how you play with it, right? So, yeah, that's it for this time, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more and future content on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.